My fiancé saved a woman from drowning. At our wedding, I realized she's the one who left him at the altar. I noticed her immediately during the ceremony, parent front row, tears streaming down her face, watching Michael with an intensity that made my skin crawl. When I whispered, "Who's that?" my maid of honor shrugged. Must be from his side. She wasn't on any guest list. Michael and I met 2 years ago at a coffee shop. He was kind, steady, a high school history teacher who spent weekends volunteering with underprivileged kids. It took 6 months before he told me about Rebecca Purtle, his former fiancée Refettered, who disappeared the morning of their wedding without a word. No note, no call, just vanished. He never heard from her again. Sometimes I wonder if she's even alive, he once said, staring into his wine glass. I held his hand and promised I'd never leave him like that when Michael pulled that woman from Lake Michigan during our picnic 3 months ago. I was so proud. She'd been struggling, silently pert, no dramatic splashing, just quietly drowning. Michael noticed Devin without hesitation. She was unconscious when he pulled her to shore. Once the paramedics took over, she was rushed away. We never got her name. Michael became a local hero, small news story, community award, the works. He was embarrassed by the attention. Anyone would have done the same, he kept saying. Now watching this woman sob through our vows, it all clicked. Purter, her obsessive staring, her uninvited presence, the way Michael's mother kept glancing at her with barely concealed horror. This was Rebecca at the reception, while Michael was surrounded by groomsmen. I approached her at the bar. "You weren't invited," I said quietly. She startled, wine sloshing in her glass. I had to see him, to thank him for saving your life or for waiting 5 years for an explanation you never gave. Her eyes widened. "You know, why come back now? Why show up at our wedding?" She stared into her glass. When I woke up in the hospital, I didn't recognize him at first. Then I saw the news story. Her voice cracked. "The universe has a sick sense of humor, doesn't it? The man I ran from saved me from drowning. Why did you run?" I asked, the question Michael had asked the darkness for 5 years. Panic, a break. I convinced myself he deserved better. She looked across the room at Michael laughing with his friends. I was right. I should have felt angry, territorial. Instead, I felt an unexpected wave of pity. "He spent years wondering if you were dead." "I nearly was many times." She set down her glass. "I just needed to see that he's happy." She slipped an envelope toward me. "This is for him, an explanation, an apology. He deserves closure." As she turned to leave, I surprised myself by touching her arm. "The lake, was it an accident?" Her eyes met mine, hollow with a pain I couldn't fathom. "Does it matter now?" She disappeared before the cake cutting. I haven't told Michael yet. The envelope sits in my purse as we fly to our honeymoon. Some people leave without a word. Others come back just to say goodbye.